Hi everyone, it's Anne here again, and what I have here today is, I can hardly believe this, is our very own stamps, our Miller & French stamps, and I couldn't wait to play with them, so I've made this fabric sampler card, which I actually love, so I'm going to show you how I made it. To start off with, you're going to need two pieces of card, one for the front, which is just a piece of tea-dyed card. It needs to be fairly plain because we're going to stamp on it. And for the back, I'm using a piece of paper from a paper pad. So the first thing to do is to stamp the Miller & French logo on the front. So that's going to go in the middle there. Just stick it on the block. Now ink it up. Now because they're new, these stamps, you probably need to give them a fairly good coat of ink. I've only used this one once in that one, so we'll give it a go. I'll line it up as best I can and give it a good press down. Beautiful. They do print beautifully, these stamps. I love them. So that's the front. Now for the back. I'm going to need a punch, and I punched out 2 squares on this one. So the way I'm measuring it is to line up, push the paper all the way in as far as it goes, and then line up the edge of the punch here with the edge of the paper. There. There's one. And over the other side do the same. And that ensures that I've kind of got them central. Okay. So now that I've got those, I want to get some little fabric squares. I've got some lace here. That's my scissors. So I use this as a guide that I punched out. I need it to be a little bigger than that so it can stick down the edges. That will be for one. I've got this pretty blue piece here. And the pattern is a bit large, so I don't want it to be all flower. I'd like some of the lesser filled in pieces too, so I'm going to kind of overlap that down there a bit between the filled in bits and the more spacey bits, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. Alright, getting some glue. Put some around the edges of the square opening. Okay, and putting the right side down, just press that onto the glue and just give it a second to grab. And the same with this one. Okay, that's what we see from the back, but when we turn it over we just have the fabrics in the openings. Okay, now we need to do a bit of stamping on here. I wanted to say Miller & French at the top, so I'm going to take the Miller & French word. Ink that up. Okay, and then underneath I've got France. There we go. They do stamp so beautifully. And then had a little, this little one, I need my glasses so I can make sure I've got it the right way up. Put that in the middle. Like that. That one there. And this one says it's the Authority Royale. We better have that one. Okay, I'm pleased with that. So these are some from the Digis. That one there. I think a number will be good. It's amazing how putting in such a tiny little thing makes a huge difference to the overall appearance. Okay, and maybe one in the bottom corner. Okay, just go around the edge with some archival ink. Actually, it might be easy to do it when I've glued them together. It won't be so floppy. I'll glue them together and then go round again. Don't like that on the back of the card. The tea dye card's too dark on the back, so I'm going to put a little bit of lighter coloured paper behind there. Okay, I've got a piece of lighter tea dyed paper. Doesn't need to be very big. just big enough to stretch across here. So I'll glue that down. Sometimes you want a nice dark tea dye and other times you don't. Okay, that's better. Now I'll glue the two pieces together. I'm going to put some little dobs of glue on the edge of the fabric to make sure that sticks down too. Okay. Just line those up and then press them down. Sorry, that's what sleeves of craft suits are for, isn't it? Okay, let's go around the edges again. Just a little bit off there with my gluing together. Just going to trim that up. That's better. Okay, so there we have it. I just love that. Got so many ideas running around in my head for this new stamp. I'll have to write them down or they're going to escape. Anyway, now I have two. And I just love them. Alright, thank you very, very much for watching. And I hope to see you again soon in the next video. Have fun crafting. Bye for now.